Hello, my beautiful Leo. Before we begin this, I'm going to talk a little bit about what's going on this first week of April. If you happen to be here not on the first week of April and you show up, it's June, it's all good. It's meant for you, this reading, even though, I'm going to talk about some astrological transits this week. Everything is happening right now, right? Past, present, future. So don't get so stuck on these, also the astrological transits that I'm going to talk to you about. So this week, hello. Did I say hello already? Mars is in Pisces. Mars is in Pisces and Mercury is in retrograde in your 8th and 9th house. Mars is the planet of action in Pisces, which is not action, which is about flow, spiritual insight, a little bit of mysticism kind of energies. So there's a call to action for spiritual lessons perhaps in your life coming up. You know, things that you've been perhaps holding back on that you don't really want to focus in on. You don't want to really go deep there. It's like coming in and saying, hey, choppity chop, Leo, we're ready for something new. Mercury in retrograde in your 8th and 9th house. 8th is death, sex, and taxes. Literally, that's what the 8th house is. So Mercury in retrograde, as we know, is like delays in communication. So there's things going awry in that kind of area of your life. So there could be a delay in taxes coming in. Don't worry about that. Delay, there could be you're wanting to make changes in your life and you feel like it's a little stagnant. Or there could be delays in intimacy, right? Perhaps with your partner, if you're single, you know. And the 9th house is travel, education, adventure. So again, maybe if you're traveling this week, double check or triple check your flights. There could be delays there. So let's get into the reading, my beautiful Leo. And we've been seeing some really intense weeks for you that are intense, but I love intense because that means change. Your overall energy this week is beginnings, East energy. Number three is all about the Empress energy, creativity, expression, but moving into your power. There's a new dawn is here for you. You're releasing these old patterns, these old belief systems. You're moving away from something that was keeping you stuck into this new light, which is kind of exciting. So let's see what this has in store for you. Sabrina. The 7 of Swords, deception and envy, starts off with the 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords is probably one of the worst cards in the deck, but in the sense, like worse, what is worse, right? But this is, it says right here, it's dishonesty, it's jealousy, it's cheating, lying, gossip, people talking behind your back. You may be talking behind people's backs. There's something a little bit malevolent here happening within your business, your projects, your family, your friendships. The reason it shows up to me is because something needs to change. There could be an uncomfortable energy in your life showing up, Mars, right? And it's asking you to make moves here. Are you in a relationship that is completely dishonest? Are you working with people who are constantly gossiping or constantly, that environment is a very low vibrational environment. So who around you do you feel like doesn't align with you, is not vibrationally matching you? And why are you choosing to remain in this energy? Right? That's the issue more than anything. These are the people could be around in our lives. They could be cheating husbands or wives or whatever, partners, or they could be people stealing from us in our business, people treating us unfairly. There could be a lot of that in this card. But yet the question is not that why, like the people that are doing this, why are you remaining in it? Why are you choosing this? Right? That's the question we have to ask, and that's how this new dawn begins. It's changing our, it's getting aligned with our true self and saying, okay, no, you are not. You're not a vibrational match to me, so you can no longer. I will no longer abide by your behavior and your limited belief systems. I'm not. This is no. It's a no. Like, it's like setting boundaries with the 7. You know, 7 in general is like moving up in a Christ consciousness, is moving into your higher consciousness states. So I love that it shows up with the 7 of Swords, because it's an Aquarius energy. It's an uncomfortable energy. It's going to make you really have to stand outside of your present situation and really have to choose you. Can you choose you now? Why are you allowing others, or it could be one other person, it could be yourself. You're doing this to yourself, right? You're lying to yourself. Ultimately, any negative energy in your life is because you've chosen it. And it's like, no, Sabrina, yes, sorry. Because if it's your mirror. Because you're not feeling good about yourself. Because you're not realizing that you're the dreamer of your dream, and you're the creator of your reality, and you're the writer of your story. So this energy has to show up in your life so that you like, okay, I choose me. I choose love. I choose peace. I choose freedom. I choose unity. I choose, whatever it is you choose. But this kind of has to show up so that you step back and choose you. I love it. I mean, it's not a beautiful energy to have, the 7 of Swords, because that means that it's you owning up to the fact that someone is around you that is not in your, not serving you, right? It's not working in your best interest. But I also don't want to blame another person, because this could be you doing that to yourself, or you doing that to someone else. You cheating, lying, you know what I mean? It could be you too. Because the only reason we do these things is because we're hiding from ourselves. Because when you fully fall in love with yourself, you are fully transparent with who you are. And you don't take shit. And you don't allow people to walk all over you, and you don't walk all over other people either. It's like a two-way street. You see life a little bit differently. So this 7 of Swords showing up, I kind of love it, because humanity like moves. I'm gonna just stick on this card. It's gonna be a reading, but humanity moves with like this blame shame game. Well, the reason I'm here in my life, the reason things are not working out is because he or she did this to me, because they did this to me in my childhood, so they're at fault. And it's like total BS, right? That's what your psychologist will tell you, but it's BS for you to be blaming someone else, your parents, for having brought you up a certain way, for your friends. It's like you have the choice in your life to look at that and say, you know what? I don't choose to remain in that energy anymore. But you have a choice to move out of your house. You have a choice to forgive and release them. And this is what this is you like owning it. I kind of love it. And then the 3 of Cups is rejoicing in the celebration of it. I freaking love it. It's like you not getting lost in this. Whether it's yourself getting lost in it, or whether it's someone else trying to, because anyone who lies to you, anyone who breaks up with you, or anyone treats you like shit, they're just mirroring you, right? So everything is a blessing, even the 7 of Swords. Mostly the 7 of Swords. Mostly the Tower moments, the devil that shows up in the tarot. Like I can, the 5 of Swords. I'm going to tell you all the ones that are not the greatest, right? The 3 of Swords that show up. All these energies showing up are here to say, hey, enough. Enough feeling sorry for yourself. Enough blaming someone else for your circumstances. Enough shaming other people. Enough thinking you're worthless. Enough of your insecurity here. Enough of all of this. Where you are right now is your choice. So can you, at this moment in time, look at this and say, hey, I see that now, Sabrina. And now I choose me. And I choose to rewrite my story. And that's where all the love and light thing comes in, right? It's like you choose love for yourself. Doesn't mean that you are like, oh, I'm going to ignore everything. I'm going to see everything. Everything has to come up. The Seven of Swords has to come up within you. You have to see it. Say, oh, fuck. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did. I bullied. I lied. I did it. Own it and release it. If you're constantly being faced with this within your family, with your friends, if you're constantly hanging around people who are constantly deceiving you, then there's something within you have not regulated. Something inside you that you have not forgiven. And so the universe will bring it to you over and over again until you are at peace. And these people will fall away, and then you will rejoice in celebration. So this is a lot of work here happening for you. This is the new beginning. This is like saying, like owning this crap. Owning the parts of you that you've been trying to avoid. You've been displacing onto other people. And just owning it. Say, okay. And owning the mistakes that you made and the failures that you think you made. Because these are not failures. Those were the blessings. Like I keep telling you guys, like not only you, Leo, but everybody, when you work in hindsight and you go back and you say, oh my God, thank God I closed that business. Thank God I left that person. Thank God they left me. Thank God this, and this. Because you look at it and say, oh my God, look at this person I just met right now. Look at this new project that I've started. The universe works in the strangest ways. But the universe works very well here to bring you this ugly upwards and to ask you, okay, starseed, light worker, what are you going to do with this? Are you going to continuously play in this old game? Or are you going to celebrate this new path that we're giving you? And it might look very ugly to you, and it might look very heavy for you, but it's because you're holding on to that past. Because you're holding on to what my parents taught me to be like, what my schools taught me to be, what the society told me to be, but you're not that. Okay. I'm loving this. Okay. The Six of Swords is your challenge. The Six of Swords is Aquarius again, by the way, right before this one. The Six of Swords is travel. It's also moving forward. So a lot of you are stuck. Okay. And that's okay. And that makes sense. And that's what Mars and Pisces this week is actually pushing you. Like, let's get unstuck. Let's get you out of this poor me, or I'm a victim, or rightfully so that I'm like this because I have lied in my life, and I have deceived, and I have cheated, and I have... Own it and release it. Because you're a human. You've done them all. You are not a saint. You didn't come on this human experience to be a saint, because then you wouldn't have been a human. We came here to experience it all. And we're not all like all these love and light people. We're not all, I'm empathic and this. We're not all this. Because we wouldn't know how to be that if we weren't all the other polarity. So let that shit go from you and own this shit. That some part of you is like afraid to make I almost feel like the Three of Cups here is showing up saying most of you are avoiding this realization, this owning of this bad behavior from your life, from with other people, the mirrors in your life, and just partying and just restauranting, just socializing. You know, you're kind of in a facade. You're pretending here. When I see these two cards show up here, let me see what the final card is. Oh. The Wheel of Fortune, a 10, a 1, destiny showing up. So I gotta tell you, right with all these cards showing up here. So Leo, yes, it's a new beginning starting for you. Yes, you are at the precipice. You're at the freaking top of the mountain, almost at the top of the mountain kind of thing. You're there. And the universe says, okay, Leo, this is your final test or your final lesson or whatever. You know, there's never final lessons because there's going to be lessons throughout our lifetime. But there's this energy right now of you. Can you just fall in love with you again? But really fall in love with the ugly of you too. The one that you were played victim, the one that you had ugly thoughts about your ex, or you had thoughts about, you know, them, you know, whatever, you know. I don't want to get like graphic here, but you know, it's like, own it, because you're not an angel. Sorry to tell you, because you're as much an angel as you are a devil, because we are living in the earth experience, which is both of these. Own the devil, own the angel, own it all. Don't hide in the going out. Don't hide in the groups. Of course, go out and have fun and go and socialize. 1000%, you're a Leo. You don't have to hear that from me. But there is something you're fearing. You're fearing that ugly part of yourself, which is the most beautiful part of yourself. If you're in a, like, you know, it's like showing up in a lot of areas of your life, right? So if your job is taking a lot of energy out of you, that's something to pay attention to. If your bank account seems to be deducing, it's something to pay attention. If you're in a living arrangement that is very is not conducive to your health or your happiness, that's something like, everything is put in your path because you've put it there in your path to pay attention to. People who lie to you, who deceive you, it's your choice, kind of, you don't know about it in your soul contract, that you put them there so you could say, okay, are you for real right now? And I'm not going to waste my energy on you either, blaming you. I'm going to see it. I'm like, okay, this is not who I am. And this is not what I want in my life. This is not. But, and the universe is like, yes, you're right. This is destiny. Everything that is shitty that's going on here, every little denial, every little resistance you have is part of your contract, Leo. So now that you know that it's part of your contract, can you just own it? That you're the one who created this. So can we just let it go? And can we just, fall in love with your zero bank account? Can you fall in love? I'm being serious too. Fall in love with your no relationship. Fall in love with the people around you that are super low energy. Just fall in love with them. But fall in love with them, but don't attach to them. Say, okay, and change it around. I'm a freaking creator of my own story. So what do I want? I'm a Leo. I want, whatever you want. I want a big house. I want a lot of money in my bank. I want love. I want to be free. And this is how I want it. And now I'm going to imprint it in my brain every night before I go to sleep, because my subconscious is alive and well. And then I'm going to just trust it, because I'm supposed to go through this, a very uncomfortable moment in my life. So I hope I'm I feel it, because I'm a Leo rising as well. Look at this. There's nothing sexier than my authentic truth. 1,000%. The truth is that yes, I lied to you. I cheated. You know, the truth is I did these things. And it's okay. The truth is I stayed in this relationship because I feel unloved. I felt unloved when I was a child, and I felt like I needed to stay. You know, like, just be honest with yourself. Be completely transparent. Don't follow, like, you don't have to tell people either. You could just, like, reach out to me on a Let's Talk, or you reach out to people who are not going to judge you for the choices you make, the paths you've chosen. To me, it's all past energy. It doesn't matter. And for me, it's like, it's the human experience. I don't look down to anybody who made wrong choices in their life. Because it's not a wrong choice. It was to understand what the other choice was for them, right? You can't know anything without doing something. And Leos are fire. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, these are freaking energies that are impulsive. They fucking just jump into things. So own it. Your next piece of advice is, my vibes speak louder than my words. 1,000%. Right? Your vibes, which are your high vibes. Your vibes, like, you find yourself in the Seven of Swords energy. You're like, okay, man, like, I am a high vibrational being of light. I have done this. I have succumbed to this. I allowed this to happen. Done, finished, over. That's not who I am. There's no way in hell starseed is poor. There's no way in hell starseed is like useless. Because you have the power to be whoever you want to be. So raise those vibes of yours, people. Don't live in this, but own it. Because that was your human experience. And your look at this. Your last advice is Ascended Master, Saint Germain, and Amethyst. Spiritual connection. So if those of you who know Saint Germain was like an Ascended Master. Oh yeah, I guess he was Ascended Master. It was a very like, I don't know too much about him, but I know about that fact that he works with the violet flame, and which is a higher state of consciousness. And Amethyst is intuition, opening that third eye. Like, I love this purple here happening. Let's do this. Spiritual connection. I'm going to read to you what it says in the book. 27. Walking a spiritual path is very important for your soul. It is what you are meant to do this lifetime, and you have in fact done the many lifetimes previously. Yeah. Don't we know this? You are asked to rely upon your spiritual connection unconditionally, to ask for help with all the things in your life. There is nothing too small for in allowing your spiritual connection to assist you in resolving the small, everyday matters more swiftly. You free up vital energies to deal with the bigger tasks. All right, I'm gonna, like, she just writes so much, and it's just not, it's like all, like, too much writing for her. But spiritual connection to me is you really moving into your intuition. That's it. Like, really trusting the path that you're on. Trusting that even if you find yourself in a very, I want you to listen to this, Leo, because if you find yourself in a situation where it's really challenging, I need you to really remember this and say, oh, uncomfortable change, uncomfortable pain, suffering, trauma means that you're at the peak, and you're about to fly, and you're about to spread your wings. You're about to set yourself free. You're about to make a big change. But the human sees it as like, oh my God, it's the worst thing. And then they turn around and they go back into the shit. So spiritual connection means that you need to connect with your higher self, which is your future self, that knows, that is the creator of your dream, that is the author of your story, that is the director of your film, that knows, and they're standing by your side as you move through this journey, this destined journey of yours. that you're a child of God, or you are God, or you are the universe, and you're not here to play small, people. And you're not here to play in those small energies. All right. Awesome, Leo. I love you, and I will. What will I do? I will see you next week. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also, like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me. It's really good for my algorithm. Let's get those numbers up, even though it's not that important. But, you know, why not? Enjoy my Ko-fi membership as well. You can get exclusive content for me on a monthly basis. And also, book a session with me. We can do a Let's Talk, which is me just listening to you going through this very challenging time in your life. There's no judgment. It's open space. I love you, and I will see you next week, Leo. You got this, Lions. Bye. Leo, I don't think I pulled these for you, so I'm coming in here. And so what it is that I'm not even telling you what it is. There are dice with numbers and astrological signs. So your astrological sign that showed up is Aquarius. And you have number 5. Number 5. Number 10. And number 10 again. Interesting. 25, 7. 7 of Swords. Like, that's a big number for you, I guess. You're moving into a higher state of consciousness with the Aquarius. Oh my God, Aquarius. Hello. You had Aquarius. This is a very significant week this week for you. All right, my beautiful Leo. Thank you so much. I'll see you next week. Bye.